making old-fashioned mac and cheese today. So we have some very heavily salted water that is rapidly boiling. You want it to kind of taste like the ocean. I know that sounds gross, but that's the best way to do it when you are boiling pasta. And then we have just the very small macaroni noodles. I'll use any pasta really for this, but this is what we have. And we have 4 cups. And we're going to put that in and then just give it a stir. And you want to boil your pasta. This will probably take about 8 minutes or less because you want to boil it until it's al dente, which is it's done, but it's firm. In this medium size saucepan, I have a stick of butter and 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, and it's on low. I'm going to add 3 cups of whole milk just to help it melt down, and so I don't have to babysit the pot. This may be enough liquid. However, sometimes I have to add another cup in the end. So you just keep this on low and just stir it occasionally. And once the milk kind of warms up a little, then it'll heat the butter and the cream cheese enough for them to melt. Okay. So now that our pasta is finished, I'm going to just rinse it really quick with some water so it doesn't stick too much, because it's going to sit until the rest of our stuff is ready to go. I'm going to pour it in a large bowl. Now that our cream cheese, milk, and butter mixture is melted, we're going to temper our eggs. In this recipe, because it's old-fashioned mac, I use 6 eggs. But before putting them in, you want to temper them with the warm liquid. There's still a few chunks of cream cheese, but that's okay. Over here. I'm just slowly whisking as I'm pouring in the hot milk, cream cheese, and butter. Probably should have had a bigger bowl. You just don't want your mac to be curdled. You can definitely tell that it has eggs in it when it's finished, but you don't want scrambled eggs. Well, let's do 1 more ladle full. To our macaroni noodles, we're going to pour this mixture. The chunks you see is not curdled milk. It's the leftover cream cheese, and it'll melt down when you put this in the oven. Now we're going to add the tempered egg mixture with your 6 eggs. Two teaspoons of sea salt, about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a couple shakes of cayenne. It doesn't make it spicy, it just brings out the flavor. A teaspoon of black pepper, and about a teaspoon of turmeric.
Two teaspoons of butter, tablespoons. Then you get a paintbrush and you start painting them.
In a 9 by 13 pan.
In a 9 by 13 pan.
Now that you've stirred everything into your pasta, add about 2 cups of sharp cheddar, about the same in mozzarella cheese, and then fold that in. I usually hold off on the 4th cup of milk to see. Sometimes it just seems like it's has more liquid than others. If you don't want to use whole milk, you can use half and half. You can use heavy cream. You can lighten the recipe up a little and use half milk and half chicken stock or chicken broth, and you just stir that in. So then you pour the mixture into a 9x13 pan. Then we take about a pound of cubed sharp cheddar and try to evenly distribute it and just poke it under the surface. You can use Velveeta too if you'd like, or you can just omit this completely, this step, but I personally like to bite into big gooey half melted pieces of cheese. It's thrilling. So just poke them down in there. And if you don't like sharp cheddar, you can use mild cheddar, Colby Jack, and then we top it with Parmesan. I've also done the breadcrumb and butter mix on top because it makes it pretty and golden brown. Now you're going to bake it 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's finished. And just so you know, if you don't want to turn your oven on, you can put this all in a slow cooker on low for 3 to 4 hours. Thanks for watching.